see what I'm talking about here, right? Ready? Reflect on my stories from the time before and after. On your honeymoon, and then the day comes, and then you turn left when you're supposed to turn right. It can lead to a turn in the direction, like an instant. I'm currently at the shopping mall at the side of the food court, and yes, it is that part again, that when these machines stop, then all this fountain goes up. Now the time is 1:08 p.m. It's Friday, June 16th. It has been a heck of a day so far, which I'll talk about in a moment. And you see what I'm talking about here, right? Ready? There's also an announcement going on there. I think there is a special event, but we're not going to get to check it out. We'll actually leave from here. I'll talk about it. Hell of a Friday afternoon it has been, actually. I have started with a backache. It returned. Strange. I said it went at the end of yesterday, but now it is gone again, and hopefully I can confirm that this time, because if it comes back tomorrow, in other words, if I wake up with the backache again tomorrow, then what the hell am I gonna do? How many squats am I gonna do? My target will be to do 55, but am I going to look like a boxer that has been punched out of the ring? Well, anyways, so in September last year, I had made a visit to my old school, in which it was yet the first week of the academic calendar, if you recall. Believe it or not, today I did the same. I actually did the same today, and I actually got to meet a lot more teachers. It was really, really fun. And to be certain, it does bring a lot of memories as well. It was good to go there. So we're speaking, hey, how we're getting up to, how do we feel about it being the end of the year? Because on this day next week, it will be the end of the academic year. So it was a great visit today. Also, some reflections on my last year as a student, in which I was talking about it on that vlog. I think it was that vlog that I tried to keep one of my Halloween balloons inside the house, but then the wind dragged it and made it fly away. And at the end, I was talking about that, hey, like cinemas closed, schools closed, and that. Someone just gets disturbed in an online lesson. It's pretty easy to put a sign saying do not enter. That clearly indicates that you are working, you are in an online lesson, and you just don't want anyone to come in. Then 2 days after that, I put a drama video on my gaming channel in the topic of when schools are still online. And it was crazy. Like on that day, I went to school like it was just an ordinary day. And at the end of the day, I had a double geography lesson. Bizarrely, I had a 2-hour geography lesson in the last 2 periods, what would normally be the last 2 periods. And after that, I left. Me and my dad headed to Starbucks. Then I was talking about this tree that was painted in a strange color. Then I let go of that balloon, and bam, it happened. It insanely happened, and the next day we reverted to online right away. Today, though, it was a great visit, and it was a relief to see them again. Although at some point I did reflect on my stories from the time before and after the school went to online teaching. That character at the front of the mini wagon, you see the one with the blue hat? How fancy is that for a wagon? And also, how creative is that for a wagon? It's like I put Mickey Mouse in mine. Oh man, I really wanted to say it's a brother of ours, but I have actually figured out that it's the C200. Like the one we have is an E320, but that turned out to be a C200. Such a shame. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, like that going up here. But it's one of those crazy times that, it's the end of the year, more like the end of the school year insanity, I shall say. It's like when you can't wait to go on your honeymoon, and then the day comes, and then you turn left when you're supposed to turn right, and then bam, karma happens, and everything just turns the other direction. Like if you're heading left, then it turns right, a thing like that. We can say that sometimes the beginning of summer can be wild. It can lead to a turn in the direction, like an instant turn though. But to be true, this summer is going to be very different. So over the past years, me and my mom would do our luxury hotel trips around the middle to end of July, whereas towards the end of August, me and my dad would do our end of summer vacations, in which we had stayed at a camping area in recent years. But this time it's going to be very different. We're not going to be able to do our typical late August tradition this year. Sad that I won't really get to do that. I've been enjoying it a lot. Well, we do have Germany though in a couple of weeks. I'm really looking to do that and start my world traveling period. Remarkably, having made a visit to my old school twice during the 2022 to 2023 academic calendar, it made me recap a lot. And it's obviously a really good feeling to meet those who taught you back in school what's what, who's who. Yeah, I'm just totally throwing it out of my mind now. But here's the thing, when I started doing these vlogs, I really would not like to go to school at all. I wouldn't want to wake up, head the bus. It would feel like a crushing syndrome for me. However, the day that I had an in-school suspension changed me, and it got out of the criteria that it would be a major syndrome. However, I did not take the school bus on my last year. The last time I took a school bus, it was not the greatest of the rides. I didn't really like it. It wasn't good. It was a bit of me writing an essay in front of the computer for 5 hours, and you barely hear anything other than the typewriter that is in the room next door in a dark, quiet atmosphere at night. Well, I did enjoy the careers fair though, like the careers fair and the science projects that I did, in which towards the end of the day they were being really silly, and I heckin' enjoyed that. Like, I only had that once. I was supposed to have that twice, but that was when it turned from one direction to another so fast. It was kind of coming though, especially that day that me and the rest of the careers fair executive team had been to a boutique hotel, made presentations regarding what the careers fair would look like, which was supposed to have happened. And then before the use of mobile phones got banned, me filming a bunch of skits in this school, especially that day that me and my friends were using my water bottle just to throw it over the fence. I mean, I was doing it too. Like, I threw my water bottle over the fence, and man, that was heckin' insane. I'm proud. I'm actually proud of what I did today, in which I had to cut short 2 years ago. Now we are looking to a stormy weather pattern over the weekend, now that we have an overcast. We don't expect any rain today, but despite the rainy weekend, I want to save my weekend plans. It's been a bit stressing out to have this backache, but from here, I am going to keep my head straight, and I am going to continue straight forward with my challenge, in which it's a weight loss challenge. And from tomorrow, as long as I don't get another backache, I keep my head up and I keep it pushing. So you know what it is tomorrow.
At the start of the vlog, I'm gonna do the squat show, and to finish the vlog, I am going to put up my challenge determining how I will start my fitness week on Monday by playing the wheel spinning game. I will see you guys in the vlog tomorrow.